prosperity, a light flowing down from the heavenlies, and we are here reaching out. The word of God is all we need. Who the sun sets free is free indeed. So God, please speak to me, reaching the next generation.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Reaching the Next Generation. I'm Bishop Jerome Jones and I am grateful to be here today. This is, however, a short presentation on the ASN Online Home-Based Business. Yes, that's right. We're still talking to you about this amazing online business opportunity. And those of you that are getting this for the first time, you want to follow us through with and take a close look at this business opportunity that you have that is totally free. That's right. It is totally free. You could start it with absolutely no money. You don't need any money to start, and you will be able to start earning monies right away. So we're going to talk a little about this, and hopefully I'm waiting on various ones to maybe even join us. We're doing some of the presentation about the business, and at the same time we're testing a particular platform as to how we're going to move forward in the future with the different presentations, with different one-on-one training sessions. And we're going to be doing a lot of different things with the individual people that are in business. We're going to be able to bring them inside the training meeting room here and to really share with them and discuss with them about how they can be very, very successful with this online business. Listen, when you have something that doesn't cost you any money, you don't have any pressure that is put on you that says you've got to make a certain amount of money in a certain period of time just to be able to pay the bill, just to be able to pay the bill to keep, to pay that bill to keep that. Let me just take time to dismiss this right here because we're not having that anymore. And so we've done that, and we're going to move right on down to the next one, and we're going to dismiss that one too. I'm just cleaning up some of these banners that we no longer need, and I want to just make sure that we have the accurate information that we stroll across the screen, because in a moment you're going to see a couple of websites that is going to be strolling across the screen. And there it is. And these websites are the platforms that I have. I got two of them here. And one of them is my personal website, my personal business rather. And the other one is for the benefit of Jerome Jones Ministry. And what it does, it gives me an opportunity now to have my own personal business and then have a separate business for the ministry, which simply means that whatever funds that I receive on this business site that says Jerome Jones Ministries Foundation, those monies are going to be used to help missions. I've just got a dozen or so missions that are in, they're calling for help. I'm supporting over a dozen missions, and some of them are in need. Some of them I have not been able to catch up to support. But thank God that we've been able to do so much better since we got started here. So much better with the online business. And what we also are doing, we're also teaching those pastors, we're teaching them this business because we don't want them to be dependent upon, us all the time, or dependent upon others all the time. We want to help pastors and help ministries and members become financially free. That's what our goal is. I'm starting a TV show. The TV show is going to start, and let me see if I can go ahead and do this. Let's see. I think I can. I'm going to make a slight adjustment here. And guys, we're testing this system. So while we're testing it, we want to give you some valuable information. We don't want to just be rambling on something and not giving you anything that's of value. If you take the time to listen to us, you take the time to visit with us, well, we want to give you some very valuable information. And I'm going to start again today about addressing some facts about ASN. And I want to address these facts because oftentimes we get kind of lost in the weeds of what is being said. And we kind of jumble it all together, and it doesn't come out the wash the way it should. So I want to deal with some facts about ASN so that you will be sure to understand what ASN is, understand how it works, and understand the benefits that it provides you. One of the things that I want to point to is that whenever you get in business, the business that you get into cannot just be another job, okay? Whenever you start a business, you don't start a business just to have another job. That's not the reason you have a business. When you start a business, you're starting a business so that you can do much better than what you were doing on the job. And one of the things that people want more is freedom. They want to have their time. They want to have the ability to do what they need to do or what they desire to do in the course of the day. And one of the things that ushered in a strong ambition for that is the pandemic. The pandemic showed people that they could work from home. It showed people that you don't have to be locked in on a physical job 8-10 hours a day, that you could work from home. You can be in your own comfortable settings and do your job. And then also what that ushered in thousands upon thousands upon thousands of more individuals leaving the 9-to-5 job. That's what has happened today. Hundreds of thousands have left the 9-to-5 job and started their own work online or from home and etc. because of the freedom that it gives them. And guess what? They're making more money. So I want to point this out. These are just facts. These are not facts that I put together. No. These are just facts that come right out of the Bureau of Statistics from the government agencies. Okay, it's just a known fact. And so you need to know, where does ASN fits in with its set of facts? Well, the fact number one is ASN is nearly 25 years old or better. It's not a new company. It's not a company that just rose up last year. ASN has been around for a couple of decades and beyond. Okay, so therefore you're not dealing with a company that's new. Fact number two is, I think it's so extraordinary. I think it's really extraordinary when I want to examine the validity of a company. You can tell by who associates with it. You can tell a whole lot about a company by who associate with it. You know the thing that says, if you want to, you show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. If I want to know something about you, let me just see the people that you hang out with. Let me just see the people that associate themselves with you, or better yet, that you associate yourself with. Because what's in you is you're going to attract those kind of people. So let's look at who is associating themselves with ASN. We got the largest retail store in the world, Walmart, and they are paying ASN thousands of dollars just to be on ASN platform. I'm talking about the business that I'm in. I'm talking about the business that you should be in. They're paying them thousands of dollars every year just to be posted on ASN platform. Okay. Fact number two, the world's largest distribution and online shopping in the world, Amazon. And Amazon is paying ASN, again, thousands of dollars so that they can have their Amazon store posted on ASN platform. Now, you know, these companies can go anywhere in the world, but they choose to park their business and pay for it on ASN. Best Buy, you know, all those electronics, world-renowned store, paying ASN. Macy's, what? Paying ASN. Okay. Costco, Sam's, mortgage companies, loan companies, banks, legal firms. What are they all doing? They're paying ASN. Then we have a company called ACN. ACN is the world's largest direct distributor of utility services all over the world. And you know who they're paying? They're paying ASN to be posted on their site. So those are the things that are facts. You don't have to, it's not open for interpretation. It's just a raw, absolute fact. All you got to do is pull up ASN, you'll see all these stores there. Okay, so those are verifiable facts. Now, here's another fact. Another fact about ASN that is related to ASN is that they don't charge you nothing. You know why that's such a big fact? It's because there are always scam artists. There's always somebody lurking around trying to scam you. It really is. And the scam artists can look just like me. Okay, so there's always somebody that's lurking around. The scam artist gets up every morning looking for the opportunity to scam people, looking for an opportunity to separate people from their money. That's the scam artist's goal. Okay, so this is always the problem. It's always been. It's not new today. There are people that before this day is over, there are people that are going to be scammed out of hundreds and thousands of dollars by people that look just like me, people that talk just like me. Okay, so I want to tell you that that's why this is such a big fact. ASN won't take a dime from you, doesn't charge you a dime. So that eliminates now the chief reason a person would be scamming you. No one goes around and look to scam somebody when they can't get nothing from them. The scam artist says, you got something that I want, and I'm going to deceive you so that I can separate you from that thing that you got so that I can have it. That's the scam artist. So now ASN says you can't put us nowhere near the scam artist identification because we're the ones spending all the money. We're spending all the money. We're paying all the bills, and we're giving you all the tools. And on top of that, we're giving all of your customers free gifts as often as they want them. Now who gives away everything? Whole house, give away the backyard, the front yard, all of it. Don't cost you a single dime. So I want you to know those are facts. They're facts worth repeating. They're facts worth you knowing. Because when you hear the chatter of people, say, no, wait a minute. That doesn't measure up to these facts. You see, let's just bring it home. Because I just love to identify and to bring it to practical situations. Let's say I'm on this side of the camera and you're where you are. If it is my goal to scam you, then there must be something that I stand to gain from you. No one is going out to scam nobody that don't stand to gain nothing. There's got to be something. It's got to be some monetary value, in this case, that I'm trying to get from you by offering you something that is false. Okay? That's what scam artists do. So now, I could not do that if I never made any request for you to give me anything. I can't, how am I going to scam you then? I can't do that if I openly tell you, and I tell you over and over, don't pay me a single dime. Don't give me a single dime. If I tell you that over and over, but I keep on giving you, that's not the identification, guys, of a scam. ASN has some amazing facts on her side. Yes, she does. Facts that tops nearly all the companies that you're going to name. Stand ASN upside them, and they're going to be head and shoulders above them. See, you don't have to believe me. Just start checking out the facts that I'm telling you. Just check the facts out. And that's why I talk about these facts, because a lot of times people come into something and they don't know what the facts are. They don't know, the critical things that they need to know. And so because they don't know those things, they will pass up on an opportunity. They will pass up on opportunities that could change their entire life, but they just pass up on it because they don't know the facts, and they have accepted some illegitimate answers or statements, perceptions, and many times based on their past experiences with other things. So I want to give you some facts so that you understand that ASN is not in that class at all. You can earn a life changing income with ASN. And what is so good about it, because this is the thing that has hindered people many, many times over. What is so good about this is that you never run the risk of losing your business. You never run the risk of losing your business for lack of payment. You will always have your business. It'll never be taken away from you. It'll be passed on to your children, to your children's children's, and it is just a part of your business, and you could actually sell it. Now, you may not understand this, but people that's in the business world, they understand it. They've been doing it for years. Men and women get their business going. They build it up, get it to making X number of dollars, get members in their downline so that they have this big, massive organization. And then they put it on the market and they sell it for millions of dollars. They do. I can pull up now, we can pull up companies that started just 10 years ago and sold for a few $1,000,000 today. They were online companies, but they got an organization of sometime over 2, 3, 4, 5, 10,000 people in them. So all of those things are valuable when you're trying to estimate or put a value on what that business is worth. See, a business that's got a 3, 4, 5, 10,000 members in it that's working that organization is a lot more valuable now than a business that just have 1 or 2. So when you're building your business, you're building your financial legacy. And so this is going to stay with you. And so what I want you to see and understand is that ASN is not a fly-by-night business. It is not a business that is just locally here, but is all over the world. It's been here for 20 plus years. It's got hundreds of thousands of independent business owners like myself, and it's got millions upon millions of customers, and it's got all of the world-renowned stores. They are paying ASN because ASN is providing a service for them. These stores would not be shoving out thousands of dollars and putting their reputation on the line every single year if ASN was not good for them. I need you to understand something here. Don't listen to the person that has not made a dime. Don't listen to that person that is still grinding at the 9-to-5 job and trying to tell you that, okay, that's not a good thing. Don't you listen to people that have already made money, and listen to people that you know are making money. Like, for instance, when I look at Amazon, I don't have to wonder if Amazon making money. Amazon is making billions upon billions upon billions of dollars. So if Amazon can pay ASN to provide them a service, it's because Amazon has done the security work. Amazon has done all of the necessary verifying, and Amazon is completely persuaded that ASN is good for my business. If Walmart, the world's largest retail store, can pay ASN thousands of dollars every year to be listed on their platform, Walmart has done its research. Walmart is not going to put their reputation on the line with a company that is out here defrauding people, a company that is out here, not doing what it says. No, that would hurt. That would hurt Amazon. That would hurt Walmart. That would hurt Best Buy. That would hurt Costco and Sam's and Macy's and Target. It would hurt their brand. You know, people spend millions of dollars to protect their brand. They're not going to subject it to be corrupted like that. So I want you to see that this is you got a real business here. You got a real opportunity here, and they don't cost, it doesn't cost you nothing. So now let's understand that Amazon, I mean, all of these businesses got got ASN so that they can get better. Okay. Now ASN comes along and said, look, Jerome, we built the business. We spent over $100,000 of our own money, and then thousands upon thousands of dollars with all of the entities that we got here. And we are going to give it to you. And you don't even have to give a startup cost. And it gets better than that. There's no monthly subscription fee. It gets better than that. You can never lose your business. It just keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. You can start earning money right away. And you never have to spend money to make money. So for the individual that doesn't have any money, ASN is an answer. I mean the individual that doesn't have any money. Okay, if you don't, where you go and just start up a business like that, and you don't have any money. Well, let me show you what happens. You can, and I'm going to answer Liberia in just a moment here, because I have people from all across the globe now that is a part of our business. And one just gave me a chimed in message from Liberia. And so I'm going to answer them right now. Let's see here. Bless the Lord. So I want you to really see this. I want you to see this because you need to understand that these facts are not generated by us. They're just facts that we all should be aware of. And ASN is not only giving you this business, but it is giving you all the tools that you need. And here's another fact. You only need 15, 20 minutes a day. I know you done heard that sometime too. It's just like a broken record. Oh, just work from home, just a few minutes a day. And then when you got into it, it took you all day and all night and almost every day of the week, early in the morning, late at night after you get up. It just took a lot. I know that that's been the case for a lot of businesses. Like I said, there are a lot of people that are out to scam you. Trust me, I know. There's a lot of people out to do that. But the common thing that all of them have, they want your money. That's the common thing that every scam artist have. They want your money. They want your goods. They want you to depart from your goods. They're seeking to separate you from your goods. That's all of them. Now, ASN is not trying to separate you from your money. ASN says, we're going to spend our money. We don't even want your money. We just want your commitment. And your commitment can be 15, 20 minutes a day, and we'll change your whole life. And that's ASN. And then they give everything to you on a silver platter. I'm telling you, it's the best thing out there. They give it to you, and they say, now, if you're just, and then they show you everything. ASN shows you everything. They don't leave nothing. Now, listen to what I'm saying here, because when I say this, it kind of like, it jars in my head. ASN does not leave nothing for you to figure out. And then they do 95% of all the work. They do it over and over and over on your behalf. You don't have to worry about handling customers. You don't have to worry about buying products. You don't have to worry about talking. They don't, ASN has fixed it so that you don't even have to talk to nobody to build your organization. Now, how cool is that? Because most people just don't like to try to convince people, try to talk to people, and that kind of causes them to withdraw. Well, ASN says we got the solution to that. You don't have to talk to nobody. And then they go far beyond that. They tell you, don't try to explain ASN to people. Why? Because they're not going to believe you. They're not going to believe you. They're going to say, I've got somebody now from Kenya calling me and chiming in from Kenya. And we're excited about what we're doing, guys. I can't help but to tell you that I am so excited about what we're doing. Now, I'm going to answer them back. In fact, we're getting ready to do a global ministry where we're bringing in ministers from Kenya, ministers from Nigeria, ministers out of Liberia, ministers out of Uganda, different places. We're bringing them in on a platform like this one right here, and we're going to be all here sharing on, be teaching, and then each one of them will have something to share, and we're just going to have ourselves a good time in the Lord because it's just good. And we're going to be doing the business the same way and sharing the business and talking to you about how you can get on board and this business can literally change your life. Ask yourself a question. Just ask yourself a question. Don't just take me out of the picture. Get rid of Jerome Jones, okay? I may be the reason some of you just leave it alone, just don't bother. I hope that's not the case, but just act now for just a moment that Bishop Jones is not a part of it, is not talking to you. Just assume just for a moment that he is not. Just erase Bishop Jones, because I done been erased before. It doesn't bother me. There was a time that might have bothered me, but it don't bother me. I've been canceled before. It don't bother me. People talking about cancel, they cancel you. Well, cancel me. It don't bother me because somebody is holding me up. Somebody is holding me up. So it's not bothering me. So listen, I said that because I want you to ask yourself a question. And I'm so serious about this question. I am so serious about it. I want you to ask yourself a question. What would you be doing if you never had to go to that job that you have right now and you were still making 5 times more than the job is paying you? And you had all that time free, didn't have to spend but 15, 20 minutes a day. What would you be able to do? You're making 5 times more money, and you got every day. All you need is 15 minutes a day, and you got all your time free. Now, what would you be doing? Just ask yourself that. Listen, don't just assume that, that's not possible. There are people all over the world doing it every day. There are people all over the world doing it every day. Before you get up and get to your front door, they done made $10,000. Not 10, 10,000. There are people doing it every day. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you gotta broaden your thinking capacity. You gotta expand on your expectations or what you believe is possible. Because I know you can imagine if I didn't have to go to work. I know you done thought about it. At least I believe you done thought about it. Can't absolutely say I know, but I believe you've thought about it. I believe there have been days that you wish you didn't have to get up and go to that job. I believe there have been days that you've been on the job that you wish you could walk off of it for the last time and not go back and not suffer any loss. I believe that's been some of your sentiment. And what I'm telling you is that it is in the realm of possibility. but you've got to act. And there's no better time to act than now on something that is totally free. It's no better time. It's not telling you got to invest thousands of dollars, not telling you got to have another 8-hour shift, not telling you that you got to buy any products, not telling you got to attend any meetings, not telling you got to do all these other things. It simply says, look, we'll give you something that'll start changing your life from the very first day you got it. Do you know something? Let me show you how realistic it is. You could come into ASN today and before the day's out, have gotten several free gifts that will impact your life, like a gift for an 8-day vacation that you don't have to pay for, or a cruise that you don't have to pay for, or gas vouchers that have reduced the cost of your gas, or MP4 player, or video recorder, or digital tablet. All of these things, they give them to you free, and you don't even have to pay for them. You can get them the first day you're in. And it gets better than that. You can even get them if you're not in the company. You can hit my website right now and get every one of them. That's how good ASN is. See? Now, why not take them up on their offer? Why not? Why continue to do business as usual when there's an opportunity right in front of you that is totally free and that is promising to give you a life-changing income with just 15-20 minutes a day? So if you round it off and say, I'll take a half hour a day, what is a half hour compared to 8, 10, and 12 hours you're doing now? So let's understand something. ASN has put a package together, guys. They're not going to be charging you any money. Now, you can spend money with ASN. People are spending millions of dollars with ASN. If nobody was spending no money, if no one was spending any money, nobody would be making any money. But the reason that the income is just seriously way over the top is because people are spending money through ASN like never before. That's why all these companies want ASN. That's why all of them want it. You got to ask yourself these kind of questions, because you know what? When you ask yourself those kind of questions, then the answer is not clouded by what Bishop Jones say. See, when you ask yourself those kind of questions, why is Walmart paying ASN? Jerome has nothing to do with that. Why is Amazon paying ASN? It's not because Jerome has something to do with it. What about the financial institutions? Why are they paying ASN? See, so when you start asking yourself the right questions, then you give yourself a chance to come away with the right answers. Okay. So the other point another thing about ASN is that the payroll that you can make are just, like I said, it's way over the top. An individual can make up to 8 paychecks every month with ASN. 8. Now, let me go a little bit further here. And I want to tell you the drawback that is there. What's the drawback? What could be a discouragement to you from getting started with ASN? What could be that discouragement? And after examining ASN and after really loving it, I see what could be a real discouragement, to almost anybody, whether you're just a new beginner or whether you've been in it for 20, 30 years, this can be a real discouragement to anybody with that's out to start another business or change another job or I'm gonna get back on here. So, so the thing that I'm talking about is that from the time that you join ASN until the time you get your first check, that could be a real discouragement to anyone, whether you just a new person starting out in business or you've been a person in business for 30 years, because you don't get your first paycheck until after 90 days. And that's 3 months now. And so I need you to understand this because um, a lot of times people uh, don't understand and they don't even seek to try to understand why things are the way that they are. Well, ASN tells you you're not going to get paid right away because, and it's that because that will help you and will help me understand. See, it'll help me and you understand why it's that way. Because truly, no doubt about it, you don't go get a job and say, well, I'm going to wait 3 months before I get my first paycheck, and then you're just going to be all right with that. No, no, no. Chances are you're going to bypass that job and go try to find your job to get paid in a week or 2 or 3 weeks, or at least by 1 month, you got your paycheck. Okay, so I get that could be a very big discouragement. However, it should not be when you understand the facts. That's why facts matter. See, ASN is not one individual, it's not made up of one individual company. ASN is a network of hundreds of companies. And so you make money every time these companies make money. If you have earned at least 1 point or more from your own personal website, then you make money every time these companies make money. Now, how does that work? Because when you earn at least 1 point, now I hope nobody in my entire organization will earn just 1 point. However, I wish some of those in my organization will at least get 1 point, because some of them in my organization haven't gotten 1 point. And you can get points free. You get all the points you want for free. And the more points you get, the more income you get. So no one should be in ASN and not getting paid, because the more points you get, and you can get points for free. You don't have to spend no money to get points. When you spend money, you will get points as well, but you can get all the points you need for free. And so you make money because when you sign up for ASN with no money at all, you instantly become a partner with all of the stores and businesses that you see on ASN website. You become an instant store owner. So now, if you just generate 1 point, you're going to be entitled to a profit sharing bonus. Now, you'll get one profit sharing bonus. ASN have 7 profit sharing bonuses that you can earn. By getting 1 point, you're going to earn one of those profit sharing bonus, plus you're going to earn 3. You're going to earn commission on 3 levels of your downline. Now, your downline consists of 10 levels. So if you got people on 10 levels, if you have people on 10 levels of your downline, but you only earn 1 point, then you will get paid for 3 levels. You get commission on 3 levels of your downline. If anybody on 3 levels of your downline made any money, you're going to get commission overrides from 3 of those levels. Now, if you'd have had 4 points, you'd have got about 4 or 5 bonuses. And you got paid on 6 or 7 levels, perhaps. If you get 15 points, you get paid on all 10 levels of your downline organization, and you'll get 5 or 6 bonus pay as well. So ASN is not this single company. It is a conglomerate of hundreds of companies. And so the pay period for ASN is a 30-day cycle. Your first pay period is 30 days before it closes. So that means if I start in September the 1st, at the end of September, that pay period is now closed. So what has to happen? ASN has to wait to receive all of the reports from all of these hundreds of companies so that they can verify how many times you shop during that month at any of these stores. They can verify how many free offers that you took during that month from any of these stores. And then they got to verify how many people clicked on your store links that took free offers, that made purchases for services or products. They've got to get all of that data back to them from these stores, from the report that the stores get together. So let's keep in mind that the stores can't even start doing the report until the pay cycle is over. So at the end of 30 days, all the stores now start doing their reports. And that's going to take another 2 or 3 weeks before those reports gets back to ASN. Now, ASN has to calculate all those points, verify all of them that they're not a double entry and all that kind of stuff. And then they have to see what the dollar value is from the total amount of points you made. They have to verify now how many of the 7 profit sharing bonuses you're entitled to. They have to verify also, do you get a group bonus? Do you get a mentor's bonus? Do you get a training bonus? They have to verify all that information. And then they can tell you exactly how much you're going to get paid. But now you've already been 2 months now. So now they got to actually do the administration of the paychecks. And remember, there's 1 million people like me in ASN. Yeah, it is. There's 1 million. And there are hundreds and hundreds of companies. So, and then there's millions of customers that may be shopping at your site. So this is a huge accounting thing. So it's not done overnight. So one of the big drawbacks of ASN to people is that they got to wait for that first paycheck. It doesn't come until about 90 days later. See, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to change it because I don't like it. I would rather get it the first 30 days, but you can't do it with a company like this. because you won't have the data. And they can't get all the data because it takes 30 days before the cycle is over. Now, once you get your first check, then you start getting your checks every 30 days. That'll be your bonus checks. Bonus checks are paid on the 28th and 29th of each month. So once you get your first bonus checks, then you'll start getting your bonus checks because all of your information is in the system. All of the accounts have been established. And now every month you will receive your bonus pay on and about the 28th and 29th of the month. The other pay will be on a weekly cycle, which means that on about Wednesday of each week, you're going to get a check for the commission overrides from your downline organization. So that means that whatever I have done on my website store and whatever members in my downline has done and whatever their customers has done, I'm going to get that commission pay on Wednesday of each month. So with ASN, I can earn 8 paychecks a month. That's 8. The income opportunity is way over the top. Now, what happens is ASN pays you directly to your PayPal account. So when you're signing up, after you get your business, it's going to say, get your PayPal account and just place your PayPal account email in the payroll slot, and we'll take care of the rest. Every pay cycle, they will drop that money in your PayPal account. Okay, so it's a seamless transaction, and if you in a country where you can't use PayPal, then there's a company called wise.com, and ASN can pay that way as well. In some cases, they may just have to send your check, and you have to get it, within 10 days after they cut it, but those are things that you have to be able to work through. The point that I want you to see is that you have a business that costs you nothing. And even while you're waiting for that first check, you are getting free vacations, free digital cameras, free gas, free grocery. You're getting all kind of stuff free airplane tickets. You're getting free. And all of your customers are getting them free. And every time they do, you're making money. Every time you get something free, you're making money. I mean, this is a model that, this it's just mind-blowing. That every time I get something free, I'm increasing my income. Every time a potential customer can come to my store, don't buy anything at all, but get something for free, and I'm going to make money, that is just awesome. And I'm telling you, that's ASN. That's why you can be safe with ASN. That's why you can take a stab at ASN and not worry about losing your shirt, not worry about losing your money, not worried about being scammed, not worried about waking up the next day and being scammed. Now, let me talk to you about that, because this is the thing that people oftentimes, they got this cynical idea, just a scam. Well, I've done some research, got some numbers here. Got some numbers there. You see, you can search this out. I love giving stuff that people can go behind me and check it out, because I'm out here on the front line. And so I aim to make sure that integrity is a big part of who I am. So I've done some research. Let me talk about some companies right here that I did some research on. I looked at eye contact, constant, get response, AWeber, traffic wave, Amazon, Target, Macy's, Best Buy, Verizon, Walmart, ASN, and I went on to look at Keller Williams, Century 21. Okay, now what were I doing in the research? I wanted to know how these companies have done over the years. That's a fair thing. I mean, it should be easy for us to understand that that's just a fair thing. If you're going to do business with a company, you got a right to know how that company has operated over the years. Okay, so that's what I wanted to know. So now, when you want to know something like that, when you want to get that kind of information that is unbiased, I'm not talking about what the store tells you, because stores are pad their own numbers. People are pad their own numbers. So we can't use the store as a source. But there's independent agencies that the sole reason that they exist is to monitor how companies operate and how the public is serviced and whether or not the public is satisfied with the services of that company. That's there are companies that exist, and one of the gold standard that is the top of the line, number one for doing just what I just said, is the Better Business Bureau. The Better Business Bureau. You want to find out how a company is doing? Check their profile with the Better Business Bureau. Because if there's been a complaint that has been so egregious to the customer, that customer will take the added time, go through all the other necessary steps to file a formal complaint with the Better Business Bureau so that they can document it and so that they can track and let the public know whether or not that complaint was satisfied to the satisfaction of the customer or not. That's the Better Business Bureau. You can find that with them. Okay. So I took my time to look up some of the facts that the Better Business Bureau got listed on their website. I'm just going to go through some of these and then I'm going to highlight some of them. But when I looked at constant, get response, AWeber, eye contact, and traffic wave, these are all email marketing, auto responding systems. Been around for years, decades. They all do the same thing. Okay. They all provide the same type of service. So I wanted to see, because I use one called traffic wave. And I wanted to see how the traffic waves stand in relationship to these others. Now, let me just say it straightforward. Traffic wave is number one. It's number one. But I've had people telling me, oh no, you don't want to use traffic wave. It's number one. They told me to use AWeber, but AWeber got more complaints than traffic wave. and AWeber costs more than TrafficWave. And AWeber doesn't give you the services that TrafficWave give you. Neither does Constant give you that. Neither does GetResponse give you that. See? So when people many times are talking, they're not, they're talking absent of the facts. You know, they're not speaking factually about the very thing that they're talking about. Now, when you do that, you cause problems. So I decided that I'm going to raise the issue on the merits of the facts. So TrafficWave is excellent. It has only had one in the last 3 years, one complaint that was filed. Then I looked at this company called Walmart. Walmart has had 13,307 complaints filed to the Better Business Bureau in the last 3 years. The last year alone, they had 4,199. Verizon, with the very popular commercial that was a few years ago that came out with, "Can you hear me now?" Well, we hear. And Verizon has had 32,591 Better Business filed complaints in the last 3 years. And in the last year alone, they've had 11,392. That's Verizon. That means all those people was seriously felt like they were seriously done wrong. You don't go all the way through the Better Business Bureau if you don't really believe that the people you're dealing with just done you wrong. But we still love Verizon. We still love Walmart. We still shop there and give them our money. We don't just turn away from and say, well, I'm just not going to deal with them. Not going there no more. No, we still do. The vast majority still do. Then we have Best Buy. Best Buy has 12,887 in the last 3 years. Last year, they had 4,297. Macy's had 5,066 in the last 3 years and 1,832 in the last year. Target has 2,864 in the last 3 years and 1,060 in the last year. Then we come to Amazon. Amazon has 77,766 complaints that was filed by customers to the Better Business Bureau in the last 3 years. And then in the last year alone, Amazon has had 35,122 customers that file complaints about Amazon to the Better Business Bureau. But we still love Amazon. We're still giving them our money. And the Amazon is a great company too, as far as, I mean, I thought they have some of the best services that you can get. But even with the best, they also got the most complaints of all that's on my list of over a dozen companies. And some of these companies here doesn't even have to deal with the challenges that like ASN have to deal with. Countries that they have got businesses from all over the world connected to them. So in all of these companies, you see thousands of complaints, thousands of customers complaining to the Better Business Bureau about these companies. So now when we come to ASN, in the last 3 years, there's been zero complaints that was filed by any customer against ASN with the Better Business Bureau. Now, you don't have to take our word for it. All you got to do is go to Google, type in the any company, and scroll down till you see Better Business Bureau profile. When you see ASN and then you see the Better Business profile, there's a link. When you click on it, it's going to open up in the Better Business Bureau website, and it's going to have the ASN website there, the total number of complaints filed in the last 3 years, and the total number of complaints filed in the last year. It's going to all be there. And whatever the complaints was going to be there as well. And whatever became of that complaint will also be right there as well. It's public knowledge. So now how is it that ASN can have no complaints by the same agency that is tracking all the complaints of businesses and companies from around the world, but ASN now on the same site has 0? You know what that tells me? It tells me what I knew all along. See, I knew ASN back over 2 decades ago. They were good then, and they're good now. That's just the bottom line. Not because I was acquainted with them and all that, but because the facts bears it out. Okay? All these other companies now got thousands of people complaining about their services and what they terms of agreement is, and complaining that they're violating the customer's service. But now ASN is being judged by the same company. ASN is being evaluated by the same company. And that same company says there is a single customer that filed a complaint against ASN in the last 3 years. Okay, so I just want you to understand the facts, because I'm going to always bring them to you. Because when I tell you something, it's just going you got to be able to check it out. See, and so if you are that person that's been sitting on the fence, well, I don't know about that. You're right, you don't know. But you don't have to stay in that ignorancy. Because I'm going to say it again as I close this broadcast. I'm going to say this again. What would you do if you didn't have to get up and go to that 9-to-5 job, and you could only take 15, 20 minutes out of that time every day and make 5 to 10 times the money? What would you do with all your time and your and having income to meet all your financial obligations? How would that affect your life? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Because every time that you get up going to that job, there's hundreds of people that have made more money you're going to make on that job, and they're still in the bed. Or they're sitting, sipping their cup of coffee while you walk out the door on the job. But they've already made their money. They're taking their coffee and reading the newspaper. So the point that I want you to see is that if there's ever been a time to start your own business, or there's ever been a time that you say, well, I want to change my career because I'm not happy with what I'm doing, I'm not satisfied, I'm tired of getting up, going here and not being able to have freedom, and can't do, spend time with doing the things that I desire to do. If there's ever been that kind of time that is right, it is now, with an opportunity that you can start for free. The person that never starts is a person that never gets anywhere. You can sit there and say you want to go to New York all you want, but if you don't get started, you're never getting to New York. It's wishful thinking, okay? So you got to start. If you ever intend to get there, you've got to start. So what I want to encourage you to do, because this is so simple. I mean, your family can do it. Every individual that's 18 years and older should have an ASN setup. It doesn't cost them any money. They can do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do. Don't have to pay nothing. Don't have to worry about losing nothing. I got people in my organization that have not made a single dime. But one day they're going to wake up and realize that I got a gold mine here. Let me work this. And they're going to start making money. And when they do, I'm going to make money too. Now they can make money right now. But there are people that just don't get started like that. They something else got to happen to trigger them now realizing, oh, I do have this business. And it's not really, it doesn't cost me nothing. And I don't have to talk to nobody to run it. So they're going to realize all of that. I got somebody now chiming in from Zimbabwe, Africa. My Lord, I've had several people here. See, that's what I'm talking about. We got people around the world. And so it says my network was bad. So his network is not allowing him to actually get in the room. Okay. Well, Seaford, I will follow up with you later. Also with Evans, I will follow up with you later in Kesey. And Charles, I'll follow up with you later in Kesey. Let's see, let me make sure just might well go on and get the other ones out of here. Zimbabwe, that's you, Seaford. Amen. So I keep and Liberia. That's what I knew. God, I follow up with you in Liberia as well. Now, I keep my messenger open because I always get responses from different ones, and many times they're from other nations, and it's easier for them to respond through messenger. They can just shoot me a message. I get it right away. I can respond back to them right away. And that's just an easy communication. So you can do that. You can exercise that as well. If you have a question that you want to ask, if you want to send a message, you can always do it right through Messenger. It'll come to me, and usually I'll answer it in real time. So now I'm going to close this segment. I just wanted to talk with you today. I'm going to be tomorrow morning, if the Lord's willing, at 8 o'clock Central Time here in Texas. I'm going to be doing the training. And at that point, I'm going to be opening up ASN, sharing some of the pages inside of the business, going over some of the payroll and things like that, how you make money and what you need to do and the benefits that you have. Just going to go through those things so that we can be very clear on how to move forward. But the thing that makes your ASN business a tremendous success is that you follow their system. If you follow their system, you're going to be successful. And their system is simple. They say the first part, use it for yourself. If you're going to spend money, spend that money from your own store. Don't spend that money at my store. Spend it at your own store. Okay? Because if you spend it at my store, you're not getting paid for it. But if you spend it at your store, you're getting paid for it. Okay? So use it for yourself. The second thing you want to do is share your website with others. Give away free websites. ASN shows you just how to do that without talking to anybody. You don't have to talk to anybody. The third thing is once people sign up underneath you, help them do the same thing that you've done. Don't try to teach them the whole scope of ASN. No. Just tell them to do just what you've done. Use it for yourself. Share your link with others. And then when people sign up under you, help them do the same. Tell them to do the same thing. That's all. Everything else comes through that process. Everything else will be directed. ASN does not leave anything for you to figure out. Doesn't leave anything. It tells you every detail. So you don't have to sit there and wonder, what should I do now? You don't have to, you're not going to ever be that way if you follow ASN system. ASN is so bold. They're so bold and so confident that they send you an email and they are telling you in the email that they sent you, they saying, sir, if you have not made any money as of yet, and if your organization is not already growing as of yet, it is only because you have not as of yet done what we told you to do. Now, you know, that's pretty bold and that's pretty confident. They say, look, don't give me none of your excuses. I don't want to hear about the dog got locked out of the house. I don't want to hear about you lost your keys. I don't want to hear about your stove don't work or your refrigerator blew out. I don't want to hear nothing about that. If you have not made any money as of yet, and you don't see your organization growing as of yet, it is only because you as of yet have not done what we told you to do. I love it. I really do love it, because that's what I tell people when I talk to them. I say, you just haven't done it. You can tell me all these reasons and all of this, but have you done it? And they have to say, no, I didn't do that. I said, well, I don't need to talk. I don't need to talk anymore. Go and do it, and then come back and talk to me. Go do it. I've done it. I've done it. I know the results because I've done it. Others have done it. So we know the results. Why? Because we did it. So I want to encourage you today. I'm looking forward to the upcoming year. I'm going to be doing a new talk show, 30 minutes a day. Not 30 minutes a day, 30 minutes every week on the Daily Gospel Network. And it's going to be a talk show that will be about making provisions for ministries, for making provisions for the minister, for the ministry, and for the members. And we're doing it courtesy of ASN, where the preacher don't have to worry about working a job, where the members won't have to worry about working a job, and where both the preacher and the members can work more effectively in the ministry, and where all can be more resourceful in supporting the ministry, enabling the ministry to accomplish the vision. That's my talk show. And we're going to be talking about that and getting people plugged into ASN. Well, I got to leave you right there. Brother Joseph, good seeing you. I've been seeing you throughout, but it's good seeing you. And the Lord be our guide. We're going to try to get back and see you in person. It's just time to do that again. And we're going to try to make some headway and see when we can put that on the schedule and get somebody to ride out with me. And we come in and fellowship with you there, with you again. We trust that you're well in your spirit, and we trust that God continue to keep you. All right, we're going to close right there. We want to say to those of you that are viewing us from here and around the world, if you go with God, I know that God will surely go with you. And until the very next time, you have yourself a Jesus-filled day. Goodbye.